Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel here at FOREX. My name is Judge for any of you that don't know, or aka the Homie Fletcher, owner and founder of the FOREX YouTube and Discord community group, and also the name of my other social platforms too. Today what we're gonna do is talk about the things you need to know and understand when trading in 2023. All right, and if you're new on the trading scene, somebody that's in their teens, or you're in your early 20s, whatever the case is, maybe you're more mature and you now started to get into trading, right? Heard it from a relative, friend, whatever the case is. You need to be aware of a couple of things, and these things have more to do with psychology and in terms of what you can expect from trading and the overall mindset you should have approaching trading itself. Okay, and number one thing that I always want to clarify is that trading isn't a get rich quick scheme. It isn't something you can get rich quick out of, right? It is possible. Now, I'm not going to deny you that it is possible to do so, but for the majority of people coming to trading, it's because your financial situation at home may not be at its best. Okay, so that's one thing that you should note. When coming to trading, that is the expectancy a lot of people have for themselves, is that they're able to get rich off of trading quickly. And most of the time that isn't the case. Usually somebody that's coming to trading is because you're not comfortable where you are at financially right now and you're looking for a way to make some extra income. People can lose track of what the end goal is and thereby placing themselves in high risk situations when unnecessarily called, which isn't necessarily called for. By doing that, they have a negative sort of review of trading and interaction with trading, and because of that, they believe that trading is a scam, it's non-profitable, and it's just gambling. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to note for yourself, is that when coming to trading, you shouldn't come with the mindset of trying to get rich quick. You should look at it, however, as an opportunity to become profitable and to become to that state of financial freedom over time. It will take time to reach to that level, especially if you do not have a strategy for yourself yet and you're really new, you're an unseasoned person coming into the trading scene. Okay, now the best thing to do, which leads us to number 2 when it comes to trading, is find a mentor, right? Find somebody that you can trust and find somebody that knows what they're talking about. All right, I would think that anybody that does trading and have a YouTube channel would be willing to help people that are now coming to the trading scene and are looking for a way to become profitable trading. All right, whether this is through a course, if you need to do it, so be it, as well as asking questions from veteran seasoned traders, right? So one thing that a lot of people have a sort of a negative view on is paying for a course to understand trading or learn from somebody. Now the thing is, mentorship is something I would highly suggest to anybody that's coming to trading, whether you're new, you're looking for a new strategy, or whatever the case is, you're trying to re-educate yourself. You should look for a mentor. There's a bunch of videos on trading out there on the internet, whether it's through forums, Wikipedias, blogs, and even YouTube videos. But the thing that comes with that is a lot of bullshit. Okay, sorry for my language, but that's the only way I can explain it. There's a lot of misinformation out there when it comes to trading, and a lot of people that they tell you clickbait things just to get views. My 100 day strategy, how to make $100 every day trading, things like that. That doesn't provide any real information, but just drawing potential viewers and can scam you out of your pockets. Okay, so choose from veteran seasoned traders, people that look like they know what they're talking about. Do your research on these people. All right, whether it's you're checking out their YouTube channels, you're looking at their personal Instagram feeds, whatever the case may be, and look at reviews. If there's a Discord community like mine, for instance, ask the people within the VIP section of those Discord communities, the ones that pay for the course, and ask them what are their views, how they think, what they think about it, if it's beneficial, if they recommend it for new people. All right, the chances are that these people are exactly like you, what they say to you, all right, whether you come in or not, isn't really beneficial to them. So asking them about their personal opinions is a good way to start to understand whether this person that you're looking for mentorship from is legit or not. Thirdly, also, I want to note that trading profitably and depending on like the money that you want to make comes from your starting capital. All right. So I want to assume that a lot of us, the average people out there, if you now come out from high school, secondary school, whatever the case may be, you just dropped out of college and you're jobless, you just want extra source of income, and you don't have no real set of capital. All right, the amount of capital that you do have isn't as much as you'd want to. Maybe you have like 2,000, let's say 5,000 max in the bank, right? Sometimes it may be less for the average person, but let's say you have 5,000 in the bank. All right, the thing with trading is that the amount of gains that you make is proportional to the starting capital that you do have. All right, obviously you can't expect to make $200 a day off of a $100 trading account. All right, so it's sort of linear in terms of what you can make in trading with your starting capital. All right, so two people could take the same trade. Let's say John has $500 in his trading account, but Mary has 10,000. All right, obviously Mary has more room to risk more per trade. So when John is risking $50 per trade, Mary's risking somewhere around the average of maybe $100, $200. All right, and this is just part of trading. So you need to understand sometimes that in order to start making more money in trading, you need to have a bigger capital, and that can happen over time if you're coming from a smaller capital starting range, right? Let's say your starting range is $100. That will take time. All right. One thing that you can do as you start your journey with trading, if you do have a job, you can deposit money into your trading account if that is the route that you want to go down to. You can deposit money every month into your trading account and gradually build it up. With time, you compound the account, you're able to risk more per trade and thereby making more and continue doing so. All right, it's like a cycle. There's a balance with it. Vice versa, if you want to start with a large capital and you do have a trading plan and strategy and you are profitable, maybe your trading demo, then you can go towards prop firms, and that brings us to number 4. That brings us to the next part that I want to discuss. Starting capital and prop firm trading. You could start trading with your own capital, your own money, just deposit it out from the bank and into a trading account. Just withdraw it out from your bank and deposit it into a trading account and start with that. That's your money that you're risking. So you know that, okay, at the end of the day, this is what I have, this is what I'm able to use, I'm going to compound it, build it. And that's what traders did from, I want to say, around 2010 all the way till 2018, right? And then now we have prop firms. Prop firms are companies that provide traders, people with the ability to trade, capital, starting capital. Now this capital does come with some strings attached, such as you have to adhere and follow some of the rules and restrictions placed onto the capital by these trading companies. But it is overall beneficial to you as a trader because you do get a profit split of how much ever money you make. Okay, most of them range from 75 to almost 90% of profits made are given to you as the trader. Now prop firms are very beneficial. If that is a road you want to go down into, I highly recommend it. If you do have a profitable trading strategy as well as proper risk management, then this is a route that is accessible to you. So trading with a prop firm is something that I do recommend doing. There's multiple prop firms out there. I'll link some in the description so you can check them out for yourself. And I want to bring this up to number 6, whichever number we are on right now. All right, and what I want to discuss is take your time. All right, do not rush things. A lot of times when we do come into the trading scene, we have this expectancy to get rich quick, even though we understand that, okay, it takes time. There's, a compounding to it. There's there's a form, there's a root to it. Sometimes we can often get lost and we start risking too much, risking too high, and gradually we actually become the very detrimental thing that we don't want to be in our trading. All right, and we kind of negatively impact our trading psychology and our overall sense of trading when we do fall into this sort of habit of just risking high and trying to make quick gains, especially as somebody that is doing prop firm trading. This is something you need to be aware of, because you do have rules that you need to adhere to, such as daily max drawdown and maximum drawdowns, and maybe the prop firm doesn't allow you to trade news and stuff like that. So you need to be aware of these things. Okay, I always recommend that when you are going to trade with a prop firm, you should start with the smallest account. Some prop firms offer 5,000 now, but the standard account would be starting from 10K, which is around 100 US, right? On average, is 100 US dollars. So you could start with that and gradually work yourself up. Some people want to start with a 50K account when they're not even profitable as a trader, trading demo accounts, anything like that, and they want to start at the higher tier of the accounts offered by the prop firms. And the thing is, why do that and risk losing that 300, sometimes it's 400, $300 that you pay for that account size, right? Why risk that, lose that $300 when you could get 3 separate 10K accounts? So basically, you're giving yourself 3 separate chances. Sometimes the market may be good, sometimes it may be bad. You may have a bad month, you may have a bad week, whatever the case is. So why put all that money towards that high account when you could start with the lower end account and gradually build your way up? This is why this all comes back to a sense of trying to get rich quick. You need to have patience. You need to have patience, and you need to take your time when it comes to trading. All right, especially trying to get funded. There's no rush in trying to get funded. All right, and it's always there. The prop firms aren't running away. Okay, so take your time, start with the lower end accounts, and build yourself up. All right, and these are just some of the tips that you need to know. Things that I think you need to know when you're going to start 2023, if you're coming new to the trading scene, or if you're already a profitable trader as well. Don't forget that fact, right? That it's not a race. It's not a get rich quick type thing. Stick to your rules, adhere to them, and overall your strategy would work if it's already profitable. It'll play out in your favor in the long run. Alright guys, so that's it. That's all I have to say to you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like if you found this informational and any value that you get out of it, and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Thank you guys. See you next one. Peace.